Japan had a problem. One of their islands, Amami-Oshima Island, had become overrun with snakes, but not just any snake. It was the highly venomous and deadly habu snake. The snakes were all over Amami-Oshima Island and were ruining people's lives, with hundreds being bitten every single month. In the best cases, this would cause nausea, vomiting, and hypertension, but sadly, many of those bitten did not survive. For a long time, there was no antidote for habu snake venom. Eventually, one was created, but the bitten person still had to somehow get to the medicine. The antidote could only be stored at high-tech medical centers, which were nowhere near the rural areas where these bites normally happened. It seemed like the situation was hopeless, with many people abandoning the island due to fear of being bitten by a habu snake. Japan knew that if they wanted to save Amami-Oshima Island, they would have to do something drastic. That's when one scientist had a crazy idea. Flood the island with an animal that eats snakes and is immune to their venom. The scientists thought about many animals before finally deciding on their snake killer, the big, bad mongoose. The Japanese authorities brought many mongooses onto Amami-Oshima Island, hoping that they would wipe out the habu snake as well as the rats, which were also plaguing the island. But there was a problem. Mongooses are not native to Japan. Instead, they are found in countries like India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal, and Bhutan, countries with wildlife very different from Japan's. It didn't take long before Amami-Oshima Island was overrun with mongooses. The mongoose population went from 30 to over 10,000, all while doing nothing to solve the issue of habu snakes. Japanese scientists were shocked when the mongooses showed no interest in hunting the snakes. At first glance, the mongoose seemed like the perfect snake killer. Mongooses are famous for hunting cobras, which are cousins of habu snakes. They also have special acetylcholine receptors, making them unaffected by habu snake venom. Due to their evolution, mongooses know how to kill snakes, so you can see why they thought the mongoose would be the perfect habu snake killer. But they made one massive oversight. Mongooses are awake and active during the day, while habu snakes are nocturnal and only come out at night. This meant that these two animals almost never crossed paths. Even when their timings did line up, the mongooses still did not try to hunt the habu snakes. Amami-Oshima Island had many small animals, so the mongooses simply went for easier prey like mice or rabbits. Why risk getting bitten by a habu snake when you could easily eat a bunch of rabbits? That's exactly what the mongooses thought, making them completely useless. So now Japan had an island overrun with snakes and mongooses, leading to an effort to reduce the mongoose population. So far, they've captured around 35,000 mongooses. That may sound harsh, but Japanese wildlife was not prepared for these mongooses. Before long, the mongooses began hunting endangered animals on Amami-Oshima Island, nearly wiping out Amami rabbits and other animals indigenous to the island. The mongooses actually harmed 15 species, bringing 2 of those near the point of extinction.